All right, fourth grade, it's Mr. Remedies back with our fifth and final reading mini lesson of the week. Today, we are talking about how nonfiction authors organize their information by talking about problems and solutions, which I think is a fantastic way to organize information. But you know what, guys? Let's get real. I thought they've all been awesome. You know what? And I hope you do too. So, as always, let's move on to our learning goals and success criteria so we know exactly what we're trying to accomplish today. Our learning goal today is that we are learning to notice when an author organizes information by explaining the problem and solution. Okay? It's a classic way that a lot of authors use organize their work, so I think it's important that we learn how to notice that. Our success criteria today help you know if you're on track and you're really understanding the idea. Wrapped up in three I can statements today, like I can define problem, pretty important. I can define solution, and most importantly is I can determine the difference between a problem and a solution. Hit those along the way. I think you'll be a-okay for today's lesson. All right, now let's dive into some vocabulary and then hit up an example. So our vocabulary today, two words you've seen quite often in your academic career. So just as a quick review, fourth grade definition time, the word problem is something that is a source of trouble, worry, or concern. Okay? Especially when we talk about reading, we're not concerned with like math problems or something like that. We're talking about like a topic or situation. And the solution is a way in which a problem will be addressed or corrected. All right. So with those out of the way, let's move on to a pretty sweet example from a book that you guys can access on getepic.com. All right, guys, our first example comes from a wonderful book that you guys can access on EpicWork. It's called How Can We Reduce Household Waste? For this example of really noticing how the author organizes information by stating the problem and then providing a solution, we're looking at page 26 and 27. So let's give that a little look-see. Okay. The heading, as we see on our screen, is the effects of pollution from cleaning products. Okay. And first of all, I got a red alert in my brain piece because I know pollution is not a good thing. So I am already started to realize, because I've used my text features, that I bet this section is a cause for concern. I think this section is going to include the problem, but let's find out. Effects of pollution from cleaning products. Water treatment plants clean up much of the water that goes down the drain, but some chemicals remain. These chemicals can hurt fish and other animals that live in the water. Some cleaning products spray chemicals into the air. People use these chemicals may develop asthma. The condition makes it difficult to breathe, which Mr. Remedies has that. Cleaning chemicals build up in the atmosphere too. Over time, this can also cause health problems for people. And then I see a little caption here for my picture. Water treatment plants have separate holding tanks for different steps of the cleaning process, which is pretty interesting. So here on page 26, you know what? My spidey sense went off, and I thought that this was going to be about the problem of pollution, specifically from cleaning products. And you know what? My prediction turned out to be correct. Page 26 is stating the problem of cleaning products and some of the effects that they have and some of the harmful chemicals and the effects of those harmful chemicals on humans and the environment. So, if I had to guess, then I'm willing to think that the next page is going to have the problem, because you never start with the answer and then tell me the problem. So, it's clearly defined, clearly logical way to do things. Let's see if you and I are right on our prediction. So boom. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Mr. Remedies can clearly see up at the top here, right up here, that the heading for the page for this section says Solutions to Pollution from Cleaning Products. Boom. This author has done everybody that's reading this text a solid, and they've included the word solution. Authors may not always do that, so it's up to us, put our good reading skills to use to determine if what they're presenting is a solution. But Luckily, this author, they want to help you out. They want to be clear. They want to have some clarity in their message. So, solutions to pollutions from cleaning products. What can you do? Choose cleaning products that have fewer harmful chemicals. Look for certain words on product labels. These words include the word biodegradable and low toxicity. Okay. I can also see that there is quite a large caption down here below that says cleaning products without harmful chemicals still do a good job. Because there is a widely held belief that cleaners with big chemicals in them really clean very well, but more natural and less chemically concentrated cleaners, they can still do a good job. So the author has done a fantastic job. They've done a real A+ job in clearly telling me that there is a solution to the problem that they had previously discussed. So there's not a whole lot of room for confusion. On page 26, there was a problem that was stated, even though the author didn't use the word problem, but he did say that there was pollution, and I know pollution's bad. Then on the next page, the author did us a solid, used the word solution, but they clearly, even without this word solution, I could read this section and understand that this is a solution to the previously stated problem. Okay? What a great book. I think this is a fantastic nonfiction book, and I'm glad that Epic has it on its website. Okay? And what did we notice as I scoot off the screen is that the author did a great job in clearly stating the problem. Some cleaning products create pollution. And on the very next page, or very shortly after stating the problem, the author clearly stated the solution, that using products that have fewer harmful chemicals is something that can be a solution to our pollution problem. Okay. And most authors will be very clear in their organization, stating the problem first, then the solution, which I think creates a lot of clarity and easy to understand text. All right, now let's go on to that review. Boom, back on your screen there. Review time. Nonfiction is often organized in problem and solution structure, especially given a particular topic. Definition time: a problem is a situation that causes trouble, worry, or concern. And we probably should come up with a solution to that problem, which is how the problem has been addressed or corrected. Right? Good authors clearly state the problem first, then the solution, because stating the solution first is oftentimes confusing. And even though it's a little bit cut off on our screen, I apologize. Authors don't always use clear statements or very obvious statements like this is a problem and this is a solution. They don't always do that. That's our job as readers to determine that. All right, guys, you've been fantastic. Very quick lesson for you on a Friday. I've been Mr. Remedies. You've been amazing, and we will see you next time.